the current Brazilian downhill elite champion Roger Vieira. His first Redbull Hardline.
Chasing that perfect run. Obviously, your head thinks about pressures, thinks about mechanicals. The pressure can be a good thing if you know how to deal with it. I'm buzzing. It's the first time like the Brazilian rider to do this race. That will be like super cool to represent like my country. We are at the start of the track. Excited. Let's see all the features and yeah, find all the dodgy lines. Already like pretty steep and some gnarly gaps. But a bit uneven, isn't it? It's a lot steeper than what you see on TV. I don't know, they just look really like tacky and junky, like it's not like a straightforward, like they are like rocks on top of rocks and then drops.
Holy shit!
It's one of the jumps there, so it's quite technical. I don't think it's that hard, but come off a corner and then use like a drop into like a quite heavy landing. Pretty high, but yeah, it's really alright. It's not the hardest jump, but I think it's gonna be quite sketchy to do it because I think it's like blind as well. You come blind, you don't know where you're landing.
It's just bigger. I think that's the thing. It's everything about it. It's probably a mental block when you first see it. The hardline track itself is completely alien and different to anything that Roger's ridden before. And for a lot of riders that are riding hardline for the first time.
I've been intimidated a little bit.
So the feelings that the riders will have when they first see the features, yeah, they're going to be nervous. It's gnarly, isn't it? Like what they're having to do.
Very dodgy, Roger. Okay.
Your brain is designed to keep you safe. So for them to feel fear, part of it is just understanding that it is normal and almost not reacting to that fear as much.
It looks massive from here.
Look at that leap.
It's obviously scary and your mind goes to how it could go wrong. And all of a sudden this risk gets bigger and bigger because you keep making it a bigger thing and you stop focusing so much on reward. You know, whenever you see a jump, your self-talk can either be good or it can be bad. And, you know, if you can view it in a different way, you can change the perspective. You can start to see that reward is actually worth the risk.
Track walk was sick. Quite a few sketchy jumps out there, but as expected, it is hard line, isn't it? Talked with a few people that done last year and probably just follow someone that knows the speed to read the jumps. Definitely will be the biggest jumps I ever hit in my life, so should be interesting, but yeah, stoked for it.
They all ride together, so it's like this group ride basically, and it's just all about ticking off these features, having a good time, and then once they kind of got and move down, that's when they start picking up the pace and start really working out how to go fast.
From a race point of view, I don't think he gets scared about racing. He can get scared about some features sometimes.
kind of just have to do it, like there's no other choice. The heart rate just goes up through the roof. The excitement and the buzz is unreal. We just finished the first day. I had a crash this morning in the rock garden. Went a bit OTB, a sore arm, but I'm all good. After the crash, still hate all the features, and yeah, super stoked on a crazy day. Getting scared and like getting super excited and buzzing, and get back on track tomorrow. Hit all those jumps again with a bit more speed. Get those the bottom ones ticked off as well.
If you haven't hit it yet, we can compare your numbers to the numbers of the rest of the group and give you a pretty good indication of where you're at and what that speed feels like.
Hitting big jumps is something new for me.
You know, what if I crash? What if I hurt myself? And the mental skill is being able to shut down those thoughts. If you're not focused in the riding, you'll be making mistakes, and that hardline race could be, you know, really, really consequential. The good thing about fear, but obviously it heightens everything, so you're also suddenly a lot more alert, a lot more aware, a lot more focused, which is something you really need for mountain biking.
Biggest thing I ever done in my life, and like full commitment, like no brakes, tucked in, and you just send it like 80 foot. So stoked, like it's the best feeling ever. You're just in there forever, and like in my head, like as I was coming to it, like just to have the balls to like no break it and like just decide you're doing the jump, like super proud of myself, like to overcome that. And like obviously all the riders out like are going through the same thing, so it's sick. It's sick feeling. Feeling like the bike is quite soft with the heavy landing drops, so doing some changes to my Sunto Rux forks. I'm running 3 spacers on the forks, and I've been blowing through the treble. So I'm adding a spacer, so this should help a bit, make the ramp up a bit more progressive. All my Sunto Voron swapping to a shock with a little bit more compression, so yeah, should be all good. It's getting wild.
1, 2, 3, let's go. I see you staring, but don't want no smoke. I hear you talking, but I'm here for the show. Don't get it twisted, baby, I snatch souls. If you murder, she roll. 1, 2, 3, let's go. I see you staring, but don't want no smoke. I hear you talking, but I'm here for the show. Don't get it twisted, baby, I snatch souls. If you murder, she roll. 1, 2, 3, let's go. I see you staring, but don't want no smoke. I hear you talking, but I'm here for the show. Don't get it twisted, baby, I snatch souls. If you murder, she roll. 1, 2, 3, let's go. I see you staring, but don't want no smoke. I hear you talking, but I'm here for the show. Don't get it twisted, baby, I snatch souls. If you murder, she roll. 1, 2, 3, let's go. And I thrive off the energy. You know I thrive off that energy. You won't survive if you my enemy. 1, 2, 3, let's go. I see you staring, but don't twisted, baby, I snatch souls. It be murder, she wrote. 1, 2, 3, let's go. I see you staring, but don't want no schmucks. I hear you talking, but I'm here for the show. Don't get it twisted, baby, I snatch souls. It be murder, she wrote. 1, 2, 3, let's go. 1, 2, 3, let's go. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
It's Friday, seeding day. Yesterday I picked up the pace a bit, starting to do the features and riding the track with a little bit of pace. I feel things too tied up today, but yeah, feeling good and excited for today.
So he'll be visualizing the track and getting really used to where he's going to be going and just visualizing himself feeling calm, feeling confident. So when he gets to that situation, he's like, his mind's prepared. He's like, okay, I know what to do.
Just being down to my seeding run, things start to get quite loose up top. I had quite a few drift the rear end of the bike.
This section where they're riding through now is beach sand.
Lost of traction right there, but that's really the condition through the entire track now.
And then it's a gap on the midway through the track, quite technical, called Wombat Gap. I sent it, tagged it a little bit,
I know Roger was eyeing this up.
Goes for it, and he only just got it.
but it was fine. But then after it, like it's a lot of rocks and roots and like loads of stuff. That must hit something quite hard. Lost quite a lot of pressure on the tire. So the whole rest of the track, I was like, my tire was fully on the corners. Didn't have much like grip on the rear because it was super soft. And then when I got close to the container gap, I just decided to not do it. Didn't want to risk it.
What's up? Problem with the bike maybe then for Roger Vieira?
Yeah, a little bit disappointed I didn't get the run I wanted. I really wanted to get a full run and a time on the board, but yeah, rather have today than tomorrow. So yeah, we're all good for tomorrow.
That's it. What's that? You just perfect.
Yeah. So yeah, today is Saturday, race day. We just done practice, 2 laps of practice. We did some changes yesterday night on my setup to see if I could feel a bit better today. It should be good. I'll just send it.
Every year they do it, it seems to be getting a bit more and more serious, a bit more like a World Cup in terms of competition.
In the start gate before a race run, like it's so many things going through your mind, but I try to stay calm and concentrate on what you can control and trying to ignore what you can't control.
All the way from Brazil, Roger Vieira, dropping in for the first time into a hardline race run.
Roger has just been getting better and better.
Vieira carrying good speed down here at the moment. Fighting back now. Vieira, the reigning Brazilian national champion for down and across the creek gap he goes. Off the brake, gonna get Vieira crosses the line.
He's stoked to get a good run down.
Definitely left some speed in my race run, but like I'm happy. Like it's so hard to push on this track. Happy that I overcome that fear and yeah, completed the full run. Representing the country, so good.
What a week he's had.
Yeah, I know he'll want to come back again next year.
So I'm sure when I get back home, all the jumps and everything else is gonna feel small.